So I got a situation. My damn car won't start, bro. I'm hoping it's the battery. In my mind, I'm thinking it's the starter, but I could be wrong. So we'll just see what's going on. But right now, I'm just stranded. I got to get to work at 12. And yeah, it's just a lot right now. So y'all ready? Here we go. Okay, so for the record, I just want to say that I did not impose any of this on myself. I did not impose anything of this nature on myself. It's just one of those things that just tends to happen in my life every so often. We ain't perfect. We all have bad days, but you know, in my personal opinion, I think within my bad days, it's kind of got a mixture of daily bad luck. I could be reaching. But nonetheless, right now, I'm walking back to my car right now. It broke down at the gas station. I stopped to get gas. I did a little door dashing this morning. So this issue been going on for a little bit where it was having issues with cranking. And every time I would try to crank it over, it would take just a little bit more juice just to crank it up. But I thought it was the starter. And I just stopped door dashing for a good little minute. But within that time, I was just missing out on a lot of money. So I was like, yeah, I just got to get out here and just do something. So I took Kaya to work this morning. And while I was out, I was like, shit, instead of going to sleep, why not just try to get some of this money? Successfully did a couple of door dashes, made a little bit of money. Went to go gas up, boom. Car wouldn't turn back over on me. So now, we trying to get this done. In the meantime, in between time, went and grabbed me some food. I still got to be at work at 12. So this is very frustrating, but we're gonna get it done. All right? All in a day's work. Okay, so while I got your attention and while I got a little bit of time to go ahead and eat, quick little story time. So while I'm sitting here at the gas station, I'm waiting. I'm trying to figure out what the next plan is going to be. I'm sitting here trying to watch videos, trying to figure out if it's actually the starter, if I can tap the starter to get it to start back up, crank back up, everything. It's not going through. I'm calling Kaya like, I'm stuck, whatever. And she's like, well, I'm going to try to figure it out. She's doing what she needs to do on her end. Mind you, she's still at work too. So I just randomly asked one guy that was parked next to me getting gas if he can give me a jump. I got my own cables. So I was just like, okay, well, just give me a jump or whatever. He said, yeah. And he tried to give me a jump for about a good 5 to 10 minutes. And it just wouldn't crank for whatever reason. So that didn't work. Sitting here still waiting. 4 or 5 minutes later, not even paying attention, another guy drives up. This time I got my hood up and he asked me if I needed help. So I was like, yeah. I said I could really get to the nearest auto store to see about a battery. Within this 5 minute window, I'm already on the phone, like just trying to figure out like where can I go, what's the nearest AutoZone or O'Reilly's. Everything else is probably about like close to an hour walking distance away. So that was a no-go. As I'm looking for these places or whatever, the nearest Advanced Auto Parts is like right down the street, if anything, like a quarter mile, half a mile down the street. Boom. The guy pulls up or whatever, and I let him know what's going on and whatnot. So I got some tools, okay? I'm gonna be the first to say this in a disclaimer. I'm not handy at all. I'm not a car guy whatsoever. But I know how to put some tools together to get some shit unscrewed or screwed, whatever. So I got enough tools basically to get the job done for the type of car that I have. Let's just say that. So I was able to go ahead and get the battery off or whatnot. And the guy was just like, well, if you need me to take you anywhere, I can take you wherever you need to go, just in case, you know, one has a better deal than the other. Okay, so I just let that go over my head. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just still trying to at least get to this advanced auto store. But yeah, he just pretty much, long story short, he just gave me a ride to the advanced auto park, took the battery in. Whatever questions I didn't know how to ask, he basically asked it for me or whatever. Just asking how many volts or whatever does it take to charge, or what does it mean when it's down a cell or whatever. And that's basically what it is with my battery right now. One of my cells is dead in the battery, so I gotta wait about 45 minutes just to see if they can charge it up. If they can charge it up, in fact, that would be great, because that way I can go ahead and get to work. I can check on the keys, and hopefully I'll be able to crank it again to get back home. Worst case scenario is that it doesn't hold the charge, and then I gotta come out my ass and pay about $200 to get on the battery. What do we do? In the meantime, in between time, I'm waiting for A, just to get a call back about this battery and make sure I'm good. And for two, my buddy said he was gonna pull back up. He just had an errand here to go run. He was gonna pull back up and then just bring me right back to the advanced auto parts store. Now, am I fully relying on that? Not really. If anything, I could just walk. There's nothing for me to walk. But it's definitely appreciated, man. Like, my thing is, it doesn't cost much to be. It doesn't cost at all, actually, to be a good person. You feel what I'm saying? It's free to be kind. So, and being a good Samaritan like that and seeing somebody in need and looking out, you feel what I'm saying? It lets you know that in this climate, there's still some good people in the world. But long story short, I'm about to grub on this. And we about to wait it out and see what happens. In the meantime, in between time, we're out of here.
15 minutes later.
Okay, so my friend came back. So we got going. Hey. Well, I had some time on my hands. Went and grabbed me some lunch from up over there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Right, the cookout right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I walked over there and then came back to the car. Did you find what you needed?
Yeah. Yep, all good.
Hopefully it charged up just a little bit. What kind of yard work were you doing today?
A little bit of everything. Putting some plants in the ground. I gotta build a little thing. I'm gonna do some tree work.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to take the neighbor's fence out, so I got some braces to put some plywood up. So I'm not looking forward to it because the tree's about 60 foot high.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't like heights anymore.
Yeah, I hear that. So you got a green thumb, huh?
Not really, but my wife wanted a couple of plants added to this flower bed, so I said, all right.
I hear that.
My mother and my grandmother had green thumbs. Me and my wife don't. We try.
So we finally made it. Finally made it here to Advanced Auto Parts to check on the battery. Because I don't want to get copyrighted, I'm going ahead and cut this video now. Okay, so I just left Advanced Auto Parts store. They were able to charge the battery. So we're gonna get this thing back to the van and keep our fingers crossed that everything cranks up and everything is smooth and good. So, yeah, just stay tuned.
Undead to society later. 1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So we finally got her up and running. Oh my God, it was a blessing. It was causing me the longest and the most stress, I swear. Appreciate you. So now, after about 2 hours of waiting, I can finally get my ass on this road, get the kids checked on, and I can get to work. Not on time, but I can get to work. The greatest part about the day was, even when I didn't have much of even an inkling of hope or trying to figure out how this was gonna get done by 12 o'clock, there was two people that really offered to help. I wasn't able to fully get their names originally, but even with that, I tried to be respectful of their privacy and not try to, get their faces on camera and anything like that. But even still, the crazy part was I never got their names, and all I could do was just say thank you as they just drove off with the good deed for the day. In today's climate, it's kind of crazy to see how there's still some good people in this world.